What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have How to Enjoy a British Pub. Cheers and Chats, episode 2. Before we dive into the video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. See you right to it.
How do British pubs work? Do you order at the table? Are you expected to tip? And when is closing time?
Good
Hi,
question.
I'm Ali Ross, the landlady at the Coach and Horses here in London, and I will be here to help you understand what a British pub is all about.
The Coach and Horses is located in the Soho district in central London. Many of its patrons stop by in the afternoon right after work, mainly on Thursdays or Fridays.
There's a sense of a community in a British pub.
It's a social thing where people can interact and let the hair down, relax.
It's like an extended family.
It's
That's
quite
so
a
nice.
British thing. Any opportunity you can do, you go to the pub.
And I've seen this in many videos where I really love the community aspect of it when people talk about British pubs. Like when we talk about bars and things like that, it's not really a community nor a family type of place that the whole family can come to. But a British pub is different. And I'm sure there are British pubs that you probably shouldn't bring your family to. But there are British pubs that, right, you bring the whole family to and everybody enjoys the experience. Everybody enjoys the community atmosphere. Like that's pretty awesome if you ask me.
So what should foreign visitors know before they go?
We often get a lot of people from typically Europe come in and either ask for a free table or sit down at a table and wait to be served. And this is not typical in England. Typically, people go straight to the bar and order, and then go to a table.
Okay.
But what to order?
Yeah. I guess, and I know you can't really compare a pub to a bar. But at a bar, yeah, we'd have to go straight to the bar and order, and then yeah, you find your table. But unless you were going to a restaurant where they come to the table and take your order, but other than that, you just go straight to the bar.
The different kinds of beer can be bewildering, as some aren't known abroad.
We'll start off with London Pride. It's a real ale or a hand pull ale. They're naturally carbonated, unlike lagers where CO2 is put into the barrel. And they have a little bit of a biscuity, malty finish. Let's try a lager. If people want something that's cold and refreshing
That
and
look
they
good.
don't want too much flavor,
That one looked good. Which one was that? That would be mine.
maybe they don't want anything that's too hop forward, or they don't want a real ale that might be a little bit warmer, then go for a lager for sure. So here we have cider, a drink made from apples, the pressing and the fermentation of apples. You're drinking pints over ice. A lot of the time people like it really super cold. Something that's very popular at the moment is Guinness. It is from Dublin, of course. The flavour is quite mellow for a stout, and the texture is a little creamy, so it's actually quite pleasant on the palate.
Beer is
I've never tried Guinness, but I've always been like a light beer drinker. I've drank stronger beers than light beer, IPAs and things of that nature. I never liked them, so I chugged them because I didn't like them, so I didn't want to enjoy them, and I chugged them because I still wanted to get wasted. But yeah, light beer is all the way for me.
is always ordered by the pint. 1 pint is just over half a liter. How many do folks typically drink?
Somewhere between 6 and 10, probably.
A few, but not too many. You need to know your limits, I suppose. I can be a power drinker when I want to, or I can just have a couple, like today.
7 or 8 pints and go for dinner somewhere.
Oh my!
Here are some do's and don'ts when ordering at the bar.
7 to 8 pint. Again, in college I was a much bigger drinker than I am now. Now I really don't ever drink. Because I guess I was more of a social drinker. And now I ain't got the whole group of people that I was with, and I'm not in that party environment and atmosphere and all of that anymore. So I just rarely drink now, but yeah, even in my prime, I guess I could put a decent amount back, but I'm sure I couldn't touch a lot of these people at the pub. I couldn't get close to them, I bet.
You definitely don't want people waving in your face. It can be quite rude, actually, especially the waving of a card or money or something. So, yeah, just wait patiently for your turn, and people are usually quite respectful of this in the pub.
And here's another tip.
You can't just go and buy a drink for yourself. If you're in a group of people, you offer to buy around.
And if you don't, that stays with you for a long time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are remembered as the person who doesn't do that.
Yeah, and you're known as cheap and it's bad.
Britain boasts around
I feel
45,000
that.
pubs, many with a long and storied past. In London, John Warland of Liquid History Tours shows visitors these pubs and explains their functions in British society.
The need for warmth, shelter, food, companionship as a meeting place is probably 2,000 years old in the format we know today. A lot of the pubs we visit are probably of a Victorian era when they probably hit their heyday, so that kind of stems from the mid-1800s.
Pub is short for public house, meaning a place that's open to everybody.
That's nice.
The best thing about a pub is it's welcome to everyone. Young, old, rich, poor. You could be the CEO of a finance bank, or you could be a guy who's been cleaning the streets. For anybody who can walk through the door, pay for the price of a humble pint of beer, you can share the same space.
See, and that's really nice, bringing people from all different backgrounds together, from all different tax brackets together. That's absolutely nice.
Also typical for a British pub, many of the regulars live nearby and the atmosphere is informal. That's also reflected in the decor.
So typically in British pubs, you'll find a lot of wood and then a mixture of textures as well. So like here, we've got an Axminster carpet, and the carpet sort of adds elements and an extension of the home, somewhere that's made for comfort, and
feel
yeah,
that.
just a little bit more sort of familiarity maybe that you might find from your home.
Something else to note, in pubs you generally aren't expected to tip.
I
A lot of
like
our
that.
regular customers often buy the team drinks, but I think places like America, the tipping policy over there is completely different to how it is here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not mandatory, but you're expected. It'd be like, I guess that what he said earlier. You'd be in America. The equivalent of the guy that doesn't buy rounds is a person that doesn't tip. You'll be remembered for that. So that's our equivalent.
So if we're offered a drink, then we'll just pop it on their bill, charge them accordingly, and just print the receipt and leave it for later. So we've got just a lot of receipts up there.
Got it.
Anyone who comes to a pub should also know when it's time to go.
20 minutes to 11, we'll ring the bell for last orders and shout that out, last orders. And then again at 11 o'clock to mark the final closure, we'll ring the bell again. Guests aren't particularly always happy to leave. Obviously, you want to
course
continue
not.
the
Yeah.
party. But typically they'll, finish up their pints promptly and be on their way.
What's it like where you live?
Nobody's there, especially once you start getting that buzz on and you start getting that drunk. You don't want to leave, but good to know that nobody causes a problem.
Where do you go to socialize? And what do you drink while you're there? Tell us in the comments.
God dang, it's so packed out there, man. Y'all talk to me in the comment section, though. What's your favorite pub? Best pub in the UK? I want to hear all answers. If you guys enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give a video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see y'all next